want to speak to you prophetically because there is this kind of oblivion going on with believers right now where they're resting on their laurels, so to speak, when we should be engaging even more than we ever have. We're in this season right now. We're kind of like in this in-between where we have a president and an administration that's more favorable to the church. And so things are like righteousness is prevailing. Things are taking they're going the right direction, right? Especially after the last 4 years, we're like, whew, sigh of relief, right? But the thing is, we cannot let the foot off the gas. We cannot re-enter the cruise ship of Christianity that we were all on before 2020 when we were just over here doing our own thing, enjoying our Christian life while culture was going to crap. And then we get woken up in 2020. We're like, oh my goodness, what? How long is this? Oh, how did this happen? How is this in our schools? Like, what is going on here? It's because we weren't paying attention. But now we're paying attention. But the temptation right now, because things seem to be somewhat calm, is to stop paying attention. I'm here to wake you up. No, this is not the time to take the foot off the gas. This is not the time to retreat. This is not the time to take a break. Where we're at right now is what I would consider like the eye of the storm. In the eye of the storm, it's calm. And so that's where we are. But as soon as that eye passes, bam, the wind hits. And I see that coming around the corner. I see it like a rebellion coming from the righteous and the unrighteous alike. You think that all the progress that we've made over the last few months for righteousness' sake, for justice' sake, you think the enemy's just going to sit back and let it happen? I mean, the enemy's been trying and he's been failing, but I can tell you he's going to give it his best effort here pretty soon, and you're going to see it. It's going to be intense. It's going to feel like a storm, and where you need to find yourself during this storm is engaging in God, like pressing into the Spirit. Surrounding yourself with other people who have abandoned this life, who just consider the world nothing, all in their pursuit of Jesus Christ, who are seeking the kingdom of God first and his righteousness. Those are the people that you need to be around in this season, because those are the people that have built their lives on a firm foundation. Because if you're not built on a firm foundation, when this storm comes, man, everything you built is going to fall apart. You're going to be like, what was I doing all that time? And I don't want that to happen to you. So just know there's a storm coming. And if you find yourself over here on the cruise ship, it's going to sink. If you're in a cruise ship type of church, cruise ship of Christianity type of church where they're just keeping people happy and they got lots of programs going on and they're keeping you entertained and they're keeping you comfortable, ooh, you don't want to be in that kind of place when a storm comes, I can tell you that. You want to be in a church that knows its authority, that's operating in the gifts of the Spirit, that's pursuing the things of God. These kinds of churches are like on the weird side, right? You have your normal churches, and then you have your weird churches. Where you want to be right now is in the weird churches. They're not weird at all. They're just counterculture. And so people have a hard time grabbing a hold of what's going on there. But if you'll just abandon yourself and say, you know what, I count it all lost. I count it all lost for the sake of Jesus Christ. That's what you need to do right now. You just need to get over it. Get over the world and its pleasures and its ways of doing things and whatever, and go all in with Christ. Because really, that's what Christianity is. You do know, right, that Jesus requires all in. You can't flirt with Jesus. You can't date Jesus. He's only looking for covenant, for marriage covenant, all in, where you make him Lord. Like, Jesus, you boss. When you correct me, I stand corrected. That's what it means to follow Jesus. And if you're not doing that, you're flirting with the devil. You're flirting with your eternity. And so now's the time to go all in, 100%. Just like Jesus told the young rich ruler. He's like, what must I do to be saved? And you know what he said? He said, you got to give up everything you have so that I can give you everything I have. And there's a lot of Christians out there who are not doing that. They're keeping a little bit of themselves, and they're taking a little bit of Jesus and thinking that it's going to work. It is not going to work. You have to give it all up to take everything that Jesus had. He's not asking you to give up really anything. He's saying, hey, trade in your rags for my riches. That's what Jesus is inviting you to do. I don't know why we even argue with that. Why would we even fight that? It's because we don't really understand how good God is, that he has good things for us. And when he asks us to give something up, it's because he has something better for us. Every time, he's going to return to us something way better than what we gave up. You got to know that, and you got to trust that, and you got to do it. There's a storm coming. And those who have built their life on a firm foundation are going to stand firm. They're going to still be standing when the storm's over. But those who are built on the sand, you better hook yourself up with a church that's built on a firm foundation.